Well, hello everyone. I'm Bryce, and these are all of my friends.
Hey.
Hello, except for you, those of you that are watching.
Wow, that's a new addition.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Change it
Oh,
up.
ain't that something? We're here to play some Pathfinder, 2nd edition, a homebrew campaign set in the world of Astonia and Hearn. My fun fact is about Bull today. So, he has always been a slave, and he didn't really have any aspirations to, rank up, so to say. Until one day, his friend Mouse, a small rat-like creature, was killed for his level 2 collar. At that point in time, Bull raged and killed the victor and took the level 2 collar for himself. It is the only person that Bull has killed, and he is happy to be just pounding away in a smithy.
Wow.
Chucked his friend's
So
collar across the
wholesome.
desert. I feel bad now. You don't need this.
Books of metal.
This isn't important to you.
It means
If
something
you
to
say
me.
so, master.
I like that he's so torn about. I'm gonna serve her, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to. Tim.
Hello everyone, my name is Tim. I play Gazmak Trusty Gob, a monkey goblin sorcerer and entrepreneur. So, fun fact about Gazmak, he cannot grow a mustache, and that is one of his greatest shames in his life. Like, he can grow like the sideburns and stuff, and maybe even like thin thing under his lip, but not the mustache. And like, he desperately would love to have a mustache, especially with like his flowing white hair that he's got. You know, it would be just magical.
Would he go like Saruman style?
I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
style he could get.
Has he ever tried to create like a fake mustache or something?
no. But if somebody was selling
Business
mustaches,
opportunity.
if someone was selling mustaches, he'd probably invest.
That's great.
But I just had this realization that I've been thinking of Gazmek as like a normal goblin, kind of like that. But he's a monkey goblin, so I realized that like he's got monkey proportions, which means he's got like super long arms, short legs, and he kind of does that like monkey walk, right? Because they're more built for like crawling on all fours or whatever.
I will give that to you. I've just envisioned him as a regular goblin with
With a tail?
hair and a tail.
And a tail, but he's not. He's a monkey goblin, so he's got like super like broad shoulders, super long arms, short legs, and he does that like monkey walk, right? Because they've got short legs and they kind of have that. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
had
you
that
think when
realization.
I
all the
never
times when he's like
considered it.
shaking hands with his foot and stuff, I feel like that and those moments you
So
kind of
yeah, monkey goblin is a little more monkey,
Yeah.
not just straight goblin.
Well, that's not me. That might be one of my siblings, though, or ancestors.
Did you have a pirate sibling already? Or?
Technically, my dad is canonically a pirate.
There you go.
That's one of the first things that I mentioned about him. Dad is a pirate, and mom is a real estate agent.
you know, just the normal.
The
Yeah.
normal
Oh
loadout.
Yep.
my.
Well, there you go. Anyways, I thought I would just share that mental picture that I had a
Are you
realization.
still green?
Yeah, I'm green.
Just
Yeah.
a green monkey.
Yeah, basically a green monkey.
I have to rethink this.
Yeah.
And you're not cardboard.
No, I'm not cardboard either.
Tonight he still is.
Tonight.
The glue might be holding. I'm not sure. Sorry.
And I'm Rachel. I play Anasha Evanvale. She's a half-elven monk. Happy to see our guardians and kids reunited and wrong turn finally righted. Her fun fact goes back to her and her brother. They made a raft together when they were kids, and like they lashed a bunch of logs together, and they named it the Salty Bottom because that's where their mom said it was going to end up. But it actually lasted the whole summer, and they had a great time just sitting on the sea on the raft,
Sounds
fishing
like a
off of it.
dive bar too.
Yeah.
I'm Caleb. I play Kodashik, who's a lizard folk champion. Fun fact about Ko this week is that his favorite thing to cook is eggs. If any of you know why. Because of his hatred and wariness of birds. So he gets satisfaction by cooking eggs because he feels like he's like killing birds.
How do you cook them?
Just on the rock.
Well,
Like a
first you have to
rock
play
or-
around a sludge ball.
Then you have to do
Right.
a game of hide and slam, and then
Hide and
there's
slam.
duck duck bang.
Oh,
And
that
then-
was very dirty.
I haven't named that one yet, but you know.
Josh's way of-
Well, I'm David. I play Dwemer Cantos, who is hurriedly prepping his spells because no character sheet today. His fun fact is, if you remember, he has a horrible fear of horses. He was bitten on the ear once as a child. He actually took the horseshoe, one of the horseshoes from that horse, melted it down into a small horseshoe, and keeps it around his neck as a lucky charm. The dwarf with a lucky charm.
They're magically. No, never mind.
Copywritten.
And Joshua plays Cypher Underfoot, a halfling rogue, and while Cypher has had broken bones, he has been poisoned, stabbed, shot. He's never been sick.
Well,
Whoa.
yeah, we get sick sometimes. Wait,
We've all had the sickened effect, right? But not like a.
Right. He's
Oh,
been
you
like
haven't-
nauseated.
okay.
But he's
Never,
never
like-
been
He's
like.
never had a cold.
Yeah, he never had a
okay.
Good help you have, my good sir.
Nah,
It's all
he's
those-
too busy recovering from everything else.
It's all those vegetables he likes to eat.
High
Yeah,
Constitution. And I am Bryce. I play the Dungeon Master, which is also me playing everything they do not. So I'm hoping that it doesn't require me to have several conversations with myself today, because we have a whole bunch of characters reunited.
Only
First half hour is just you talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Andy, what do you think of
We
that?
all do
And now
this.
you.
So where we left off, you raided Entwood. You finished that raid by liberating a couple of the slaves, and ended up getting your companions back. So the guardians that were living in Entwood were saved. They were in a cellar underneath the inn. You waited until about midday to be able to break them out, because you realized that it was the best time to do it, because pretty much everyone in camp was occupied or elsewhere. In doing so, you also killed one of the higher ranking slave masters in order to free Bull. Anasha got her first taste of being an assassin.
Only taste.
Only a taste.
Only taste ever.
You burnt down the barn. And by you, I mean Gillen burnt down the barn. And you all escaped. You made it back to the Prophet's Garden and
Through the portal.
through the portal. Your window is a little more open because Bull smashed that to get out or get to the portal, and you freed Bull as one of your last acts. And that is where we left off. A few of you were talking to Bull. Everyone else was kind of in the inn. And that's where we are.
Is it evening now?
It is evening, yes. So everyone is gathered in the inn for the most part. Again, Bull is sitting overlooking the water. A couple of you are with him. Everyone else, the guardians and their family, have all gathered in the inn, and you have closed it down for the night. So it is just you guys together enjoying each other's company. What would you like to do?
Say we take a nap and go back and get the other building.
Get the other building.
The core
The
building.
library. From the
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
because
Well,
Wait, shouldn't we?
Speaking of, I was just going to say, maybe we should set up the smithy so that while we're gone, they can start using it and preparing for the fight.
I'm done with that.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
we have
cool.
another building?
You have one more
Okay.
core.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Bull
Cool.
can be the smithy.
I'm cool with
We
that.
can show him that. That'll be cool.
how's my leg?
You're feeling a lot better after nursing it for a half day or so.
Half day?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You've taken worse damage.
Hey, it did put you out for a session, so
Not by someone on the team though.
I mean, if I'd have known there was gonna be this much sniveling, I would have probably put that poison ivy poison on.
Which you would have.
He
after
almost
weeks.
did.
You did almost.
That does
Getting,
last a
getting
long
hurt by
time.
another party member is just another way of saying
It's
welcome.
initiation.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
party.
that's true.
I don't know. I still think you hurt yourself.
Actually,
Me hurt
it's-
myself?
It's more
That
along the lines
never
of
happens.
Liam hurt you because he was there. He saw him setting up a trap and didn't
And the
tell
reason
you.
no one
That is
told
actually
you
true.
about it is because you're kind of rude.
Yeah.
At least to
You
Liam.
wouldn't have told him about it either.
I just make points that he's not a fan of. I'm not rude. There's a difference.
That's what it is.
I pointed out a character
Yeah,
flaw.
let's,
He's the one that got upset.
And
Not
I
set
think he
up the
pointed it out
smithy.
back, just very
Okay.
pointier.
pointy.
So in order to set up the smithy, you need a anvil, and then you need a ingot and the core.
I've got the core.
Do we have an anvil? We just need to go.
We do have an extra anvil, actually.
Yep.
So, because I swiped one, thinking that the Churins would need it, but they already have their own stuff.
Great.
It's convenient.
Let's do it.
Is that a mithril ingot?
Yeah, we're using
That we
everything.
happen to have one or two
One,
of.
one or two remaining. Yeah, that it is actually.
2 remaining. All right. Well, I'll kind of like pull Bull and be like, "Come on, let's get you to your workstation." Kind of like kind of pull, like I try pulling him to his feet. Doesn't
By
really
the
work.
collar?
No, he doesn't have the collar anymore.
All right, enough lacing around. Let's
Come
get
on here, Bull.
And so I do my little monkey walk now with the building core, and I find a nice spot. I would say away from the inn a little bit,
Okay.
the noise, and then I just kind of plunk it down in the ground, and it's like, I think I did something wrong. She's like,
You said smithy.
give it a minute. It might need some time to germinate. And I like put some dirt on top of it.
We
It's
lose
like-
it in the garden.
You spit on it, trying to make it grow like a plant.
I am happy to watch.
Who else was out at the lake?
This does not seem
Just
to
you
work.
three.
Who's got the book?
That's a good
which
question.
book?
You mean the book that we left there because we got all the knowledge we needed from
Yeah,
it?
we got it. We didn't take it.
The core building book. We didn't take it. I thought we needed it.
No, you should have the core building book.
I don't have it.
I have the dungeon book.
I knew we had that one.
I
Anyways,
Well, I've been operating under the assumption that you have that book. So
No, we do. It's the other
Yeah,
one.
we wrote it all down.
yeah, you left the
Mirror
one about
Didn't
the
we use
necklace or
Dwimler's
about the
extra
talisman.
question to grab it or something like that?
Yeah.
so hey, Seltzer, you wanna help out a little?
Nope.
No.
Not
Okay.
until you figure out who that seltzer person is.
If you have a problem with what your parents named you, that's on you.
None whatsoever.
Kind sir.
All right, we'll take that.
Would you be so kind as to help me? I'm in great need of your services.
All right, as long as you can admit it. And he's not an employee. He's someone that we work with.
Independent contractor.
He's someone we work with.
Okay.
All right. So then I take the
That means you have to get your own health benefits, big guy.
Strong like wood.
Okay.
Jeez. Bulls frequently have problems that you don't want to have any part of, buddy. So I throw the anvil and the ingot in with it and make the appropriate motions and noises.
All right. Do a crafter's check.
May I assist?
Nope.
Man.
We're going hero points on this one. We're going halfling luck on this one. Nice.
May I
18.
still assist?
18. All right. Let me pull up Bull's sheet as well.
You get 2 walls and half a roof.
Yeah. Not really a smithy, it's more of a lean-to.
A mithril lean-to.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
All right. So Bull is going to roll as well, and that is a 29.
No, we'll take that.
So, you go to place that ingot, and he's like, "I place
Sure, man. We need you invested.
So he grabs the ingot and places it on it. And as the ingot hits the metal of the sphere that looks metal but is also liquid all at once, it starts to shimmer. And for a moment, Bull's hand gets stuck inside. And he yanks out, and out comes a mithril hammer.
Whoa.
From the orb then slowly enters the ground, and from it raises a giant bull's head. From the two horns are where the bellows and stuff, so smoke will come from the horns.
Chimney.
Chimneys, yeah. It opens up into a big yawn, and out comes from the nose a ring. The ring is made from mithril, as well as the horns. Everything else is made of similar substance as far as the, what was that called? The dark stone.
Obsidian.
Yeah, so it's got obsidian bull with the outline of mithril in the nose and the horns. As it raises up, the eyes begin to glow. As you walk in the center is a full mithril, the thing that you...
Anvil.
Anvil, yes. Great at descriptions. Is a mithril anvil raised on a platform, almost like where the tongue would be. As you look up, roll a d20.
18.
As you look up, you see constellations on the inside. And these constellations are moving. And that is all you will know about the constellations for now.
Wow. That's really cool.
Otherwise, you see the smithy and everything else is lining against the walls. And there is a storage chest near the back. Next to the anvil is a sacrificial stone that you recognize the same as what's in the inn. So for level 1, you have to sacrifice one magical weapon. You can sacrifice a spell scroll. And then you can also sacrifice one magical armor.
So it's one of each, or it's
That's the three different things. So you have on the stone there is weapon, so a symbol of a weapon, a symbol of a spell, and a symbol of armor. And they will actually be right in behind the anvil. So all three altars are there, and then in behind that is the chest. And Bull smiles as he looks at the anvil or at the hammer, and it grows to a size that is appropriate for him.
You don't go much in for subtlety, do you, buddy?
It is very light, but very durable. When working with mithril, you will likely get some extra bonuses here, and all weapons and armor will be significantly lighter than expected, even if made from a different material.
Oh, that's great. I need some lighter armor.
Who has pen and paper ready for this?
What are we doing?
So in your book, it's going to also note everything that Bull is able to craft.
All right.
So there's a palm crossbow, a bag of holding, a decanter of endless water,
Great, that can just break down.
ever-burning torch, a walking cauldron. In order to make some of the next things, you'll have to first make a cauldron. Healing potion minor and lesser. a runestone. And the formulas for the runestone are armor potency 1, striking, and weapon potency 1. And he can also make hand wraps of mighty blows. And Anasha, I've fixed your sheet.
Thank you.
So the next time it prints, it will actually have the correct amount of
Thanks.
dice.
I will study it.
And you have a feeling that he will learn more as he builds more, as he crafts. And if you give him something, he will likely be able to work with it. He can also make all basic weapons and armor. But we're not going to name off all of those.
What does it take to craft the healing and potions?
And he can make the Medusa Scream.
Good. I can get rid of this rock. What does it do, actually?
So Medusa Scream, it will still be a while before he can actually make it. But when he does, it will give an AC bonus of 2.
What is it?
Like a reflective something?
The Medusa Scream. So Medusa's head.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it will give the ability to reveal the Medusa's face from the shield, and it will cast its gaze on one creature within 30 feet and casts Flesh to Stone.
Terrifying.
So
I'm getting that.
but yes, it will be a while. It is a item level 13, and he is not there yet.
Item level 13, which means that even we couldn't even wield it unless we were that level too, right?
Like any scrolls only show.
Like we need-
No, you can wield stuff that's higher level than
Oh,
you,
you can. Okay,
but creating it is more.
gotcha.
So
I do not.
what are you looking for?
He's asking if I had any
I thought we had. I
scrolls.
thought we had some scrolls that we had saved out, or that we had.
I did one of restoration, but I used that later. That fight.
So yeah, that is what you have so far.
What does it take to craft healing potions?
It will take half the gold normally invested, and then some herbs. So it's basically half price, and then whatever herbs that you're able to find.
Nice.
At least that is what the GM has decided.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't come back to bite you.
At all, ever.
I sacrificed
So
a
it is
+1
spoken.
spear to the thing.
Okay.
I don't have the rest of it.
Rest of what?
Like armor and scrolls and stuff.
If I had a scroll, I'd do both, but I don't. I don't have a scroll. So.
All right. So as you unfurl or open up the book to the smithy section, so you said it was a spear.
Yeah, +1 spear.
So as you lay down the spear onto the weapon rack, or the sacrificial stone there, the spear absorbs into the stone, and then on the back wall behind the treasure chest, an image of that spear is now there. Under the text, it says, any weapon crafted in the smith will increase to hit by 1 additional point.
Oh wow. All right, I'm feeling lucky.
And then level 2 is sacrifice 5 magical weapons.
Wow.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Do you guys? Do we not have any scrolls at all left?
I don't have any.
Do we have any herbs? Figure while we're here, might as well craft some healing potions.
We need a cauldron
Need a
first.
cauldron.
don't we?
Yeah, so you have to
Oh, you
build
need
the
a cauldron.
cauldron first.
You could probably ask him to make one.
So,
Because a cauldron is a minor object.
well, this is a walking cauldron, is what he knows how to
All
make,
year round.
and it is a little more expensive.
Oh. Well, I thought you had to have a regular cauldron to make a walking cauldron.
No.
Interesting.
So walking cauldron, it's not terribly expensive. It's 12 gold to build.
Yeah.
So but he'll need some sort of iron or something to use. So if you have a couple small weapons or
Just
anything
use
like
the other
that,
bar mithril.
Oh gosh, no.
Done.
No.
Bryce is like,
Deleted
their
from
power
the-
is over.
It is
You look like that
so
hat.
spoken.
He undid my bat.
This is a running cauldron.
This thing
I give
full
him
eyes.
A level 14 cauldron that walks in.
I
It
give
flies.
It can
him
shoot laser beams.
Constantly
And we've got our
filled with
newest
major
non-player character.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Oh no.
and
Bryce has to play a cauldron.
3 great axes.
Okay. So he will start working
How many
on a walking
pockets
cauldron.
do you have?
Nice.
I didn't say all this stuff was on me, did I?
Fair enough.
So wait, the great axes, and then did you anything else?
Gold.
Gold. We should have him do something with those giant crossbows.
Oh,
That's that's on the list.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, by the next day or so, he will have a walking cauldron. Throw that. Okay. This iron cauldron stands upon sturdy iron crow's feet. A walking cauldron has a land speed of 25 feet and can be used as a suitable tool
It's faster than Co.
to craft potions, oils,
Wait up,
or-
cauldron. Wait up.
That's like me too.
Maybe you should ride.
You
on
should
top
ride
of
it.
this.
Yes.
We both are just right. Yeah.
No, you're the only one that could fit in it, though.
As a
Supposed
single,
to be you, lizard
you're
boy.
both-
Walking
medium, I think.
cauldron.
As a
too.
single
That's
action,
me
you can-
running is my.
command the cauldron to either follow you or stay in place. When following you, it does its best to remain within 30 feet of you, but its ungainly movements are too precise or predictable, or too predictably direct in a combat encounter.
Does it
So
get like
specifically
It's
to
like
stop.
Does it get
tottering and
disadvantage on stealth? Like it's
It can carry up to 2 bulk of ingredients or potions. So you are more than 2 bulk, probably.
hey,
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot to eat on this adventure.
That's great.
That's funny.
Oh, it's even got a bit of an attitude. If you put anything else inside it after it's been overloaded, it stands in place and refuses to move until 10 minutes after you remove the excess.
Nice.
That's great.
That's funny.
Walking cauldron with the attitude of a
Say Bull will
teenager.
just wear like a hat until he needs it. Because he is large, is he not?
Yes. I'm making my changes to the or additions to the description of the smith.
Well, I feel like my work here is done.
Cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
Mr. Big Man, I expect some good production out of you. I'll be checking up on you in the morning, see how things are going.
He was a manager.
He's a contractor. We established this. Besides, this is-
Contract supervising.
yeah, something like that.
I hit many things.
Smash.
And as best you can hear as you're walking out, he's gleefully hammering away.
This is awesome.
This is great. This is awesome. Bullhead.
I'll just stay there, buddy. We got this. Hold
gonna
it down
take a
for
couple.
us.
What are they? What is everybody?
I don't know. I mean, everyone. I mean, we're in the inn still.
Yeah.
So everyone. No, I'm saying no.
Good
You were
job
saying
there,
where is
sir.
everybody? I'm like everyone's in the inn.
No, I mean the others.
Oh, you mean our party specifically? Oh, I don't know. I was saying that out of- Yeah, I was saying because like everyone, because Bryce said at the beginning that everyone was in the inn, and so I was like, oh,
Everyone
Yeah.
besides the people that were talking to Bull. Which
Yeah,
which
you were
was-
one of those people.
We were both in the inn still. I never left.
yeah, we were both in the inn.
Oh, I thought you went out to talk to him.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
killing me. I want to.
That's why I said that because I was like, yeah.
No, I wouldn't have said nothing.
So, Bull is gonna basically get the fire started and stuff, but he's not planning on doing too much work tonight.
Let him off easy this time.
So shortly thereafter, he returns and is sitting next to the water again.
I'll go in the inn and I'll get myself some deep fried scorpion legs to celebrate.
All right. Go ahead and roll percentage dice.
Okay. 56.
All right. You do not gain the Constitution modifier.
You what? Above a 75, or was it above a 90?
It's 90 and above right now.
No.
So, but yeah, you sit down. Really enjoying those
Scorpion.
scorpion legs.
The lobster of the sand.
Fish of the sea.
The fish of the sea.
Well, I'm gonna go over to guys now.
Yeah.
It looks
gonna
like
sit
he's
next to
got
him.
the right idea.
How are they?
I made them. So they're delicious. Of course.
I wouldn't doubt it. Sure. They're crunchier than I expected.
It's got a shell.
It's like an unpeeled shrimp.
Basically, yeah.
Do you spit the shell part out, or do you just leave them?
Only if you're a monster.
So you
I just
do?
feel like I shouldn't swallow these.
No, I'd totally crunch these out.
Okay.
You do what you want.
Hey.
Hi.
I didn't say it earlier, but that gem that you cast earlier, it totally saved my life. And I know you were gone and you didn't see it, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I would have been okay. I know you said the stone god doesn't need any friends, but maybe Gazmak does. And if you don't, you have the Lightbringer.
Since you're some sort of deity thingamajig.
It
Sure.
kind of checks out.
Yeah, okay.
All right, get this man an extra basket of those, and I'll leave.
Now that's a friend.
And Faye glanced. Okay. Gets some more from the back, and here you go.
Thanks, Faye.
And she goes back, kind of showing the inn off a little bit to Cammy. So she's
She's so proud.
showed her,
Yeah.
you know, the same creatures that were on what was before, and some other kills that have been added to it. And she's, look at this, and she's like, I'm thinking I'm gonna put my bow, then I'll put that up here, and she's like, we don't have a lot of food yet, but look at this, and she takes out one of the next scorpions, thinking that you might want more, and then another scorpion kind of crawls up out of the sand inside the little thing there. She's like, it replenishes on its own. This building's so cool. And Shadow has taken his place over next to the fire once again. Almost settled down to, you know, how things should be. Everyone else is having just general conversations, enjoying each other's company, catching up.
What are they saying, Bryce?
Yeah, enlighten us.
So, Donovan is lecturing Liam
Phil.
about demon contracts and how that's not a good idea.
Like,
Wait, it's okay for him to do it, but I get a bear trap because I did it?
He's
Kind of
his
not.
adoptive father.
Authority. Whatever.
So Sanjay and Ari are actually just going over some of the. Sorry, Arya. There.
Ari's right.
Ari, yes.
Are you sure?
Couldn't read my. I couldn't.
Ari is correct. She's the shopkeeper.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're going over some of the supplies and stuff and discussing with the influx from the other area what they might need to make sure that everyone still remains fed and well kept. So, Weldon Band are talking with their parents, Jade and Brock Hatton, and they are discussing. At this point in time, they've caught word of a poor blacksmith, so they have left the inn.
They just hear this loud ringing. They're like,
Not there.
that can only mean one.
So, yeah. And Gillen is speaking with Isabella. They are off in one of the corners. He's still slinked in the shadows a little bit, but they are conversing. And he seems to be getting a little frustrated as well. And then Aaron is sitting by himself.
By himself.
Yep.
Well, this guy's not good company for
What a
conversation. I'll go
Are we
sit.
gonna do that thing where all the kids in the lunchroom go sit next to the kid that's by himself?
This is Aaron. He's
Absolutely
kind of
not.
the leader. But
Absolutely
yeah.
not. I am at the bar eating my scorpion legs.
I'll
Do
go
you wanna
over
come?
to Aaron,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I would have been, when you went to a Gazmac, I would be by myself then, so I saw Aaron, and then I go
You
over
got your
to...
plate of food and you're
Yeah.
scanning the lunchroom.
Me being that kid who was alone in the lunchroom, I'll go sit next to him.
Before I go over to Aaron, though, I'm going to take a look at my pike real quick.
Okay.
Do I see any directions?
Did you just pull it out of nowhere, or?
I have it with me.
Okay.
So you're just drawing a weapon in a bar.
It's my pike.
People.
Yeah.
People know my pike.
Yeah, some way too intimately.
We're going to ignore
Many a warrior know my pike well.
That's right. Yeah, just
Sir?
whipping it out in a bar is not a good
Anyway,
idea.
directions. What were
Regardless
you
of-
saying about... I'm just going to, like, glance
Just because
at
it's yours
it.
doesn't make it better.
Just...
It is wavering back and forth between west and northeast.
Okay.
It's
Helpful.
going straight to bed. Go to sleep.
So, but yeah, it's doing that kind of like.
Come on, he'll
Jack
be
Sparrow's
back.
compass.
Yeah.
Like, maybe.
Alright, then I'll head over to Aaron.
Alright. So Aaron is there. Roll perception. Anyone that's eating with him. Or drinking or whatnot.
21.
28.
27.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is that he is severely more beaten up than the rest of them. In fact, he is gripping his drink, his mug, with two hands that don't seem to be functioning the way they should.
I give him a pat on the back. All right there, bud.
Better now, yes.
Because I'm here, right?
I don't know your face.
He's new. He's with
I'm with them.
you were with Leshy originally, and then
Oh.
he's been tagging along. Helping us out.
Well, they kind of tried to kill me, and then I guess they were kind of cool, because
I've heard they do that a lot with their friends.
apparently it's part of the initiation. I got stuck in a bear trap a couple
I
days
don't
ago.
suggest it, but to be fair, I did make them fight columns.
Yeah, he set the
So-
precedent point.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Why'd you do that?
To test them.
We tested
Did it
you.
work? Did it pass?
They passed, yeah.
Should I?
Do you want to fight one? I don't have any weapons, so.
I remember that being a scary fight.
When I get flustered, it's
I don't remember
just
anything but
gotta
us
open
cleaning it
up,
up with
'cause
prestidigitation.
I was the lonely kid
You
too.
made Liam do that, didn't
When I
you?
get flustered, I tend to forget how to like do my stuff. So I'd rather not fight a golem.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Glad we had this talk.
Yeah. If you wanna open up now, you can. It's a safe
Safe space.
safe space.
I like sitting in corners so I can talk to people like this, yeah.
That's why I sat in corners when I was a kid. I just wanted somebody to come and see
Okay,
how I
maybe
was
I'll
doing.
come back
Is
later.
this
Yeah.
This is not. This isn't. Should I leave? Do you want me to leave? Am I good? Can
You're
I?
welcome to stay.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want to sit by myself.
Fair enough.
I just sit there awkwardly, like one pea at a time. Start eating my food.
So he hasn't. We haven't rested since we've gotten back, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna use lay on hands and like touch Aaron's shoulder. That'll give him 12 hit points and +1 to his AC. But I figure it'll be in this context more of like.
A morale boost.
Nothing happens.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, he is healthy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but he still appears to be broken.
I already tried
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, bud.
How are you holding up?
I tried that one too.
It's good to be safe. To see them safe.
I can't imagine what you went through.
That's good. I didn't think of that one. I start taking
Yours
notes.
bad as Gasmite. Yours bad as
I pull out my
Yeah.
writing supplies and start taking notes. Social interactions. Underline.
How to be empathetic.
It's like the blind leading the
Oh my gosh.
I volunteered to, I guess, to go to confession. They wanted information. Thought it would be best that I was the one to give it.
But you?
Ira and others. He has many tools that are willing to do his bidding. What you saw was nothing.
They have you fight? They
No, but they made sure that I wouldn't again.
Did you win?
Didn't fight.
No.
No, I would say I lost.
What'd you lose?
My hands. They will no longer work the way that I need them to.
But you oh, I guess that could be a problem for some people. Don't mention hands.
If I need you in the future, will you write for me?
I
he
can do
does
that.
have really good handwriting.
It's about the only thing. I needed a friend once.
Then I guess I will be able to call you friend.
He's in luck. Fights with his hands like that. I actually came to him training.
So this would be a good position for him.
It's way more complicated.
It's a little less functional, but like like a fist thing.
They put things in my hands
Oh,
that I don't know can be removed.
have you tried?
I have not.
Step 1.
Hands don't work. Step 0.
Find a friend.
Is it metal or magic?
We are friends.
It's a little of both.
We know a blacksmith.
If I add any pressure beyond what I'm doing now, it creates pain that erupts through my whole body.
Donovan doesn't know them.
Donovan has not seen this type of magic before. So, for now, I guess I'll do what I can for who I can. And, have you heard of this style of Taekwondo?
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems that I'll be
we had these,
turning into a kicking monk more than a punching monk.
Muay Thai.
Krav Maga.
And
Krav Maga, punching and kicking at the same time.
I'm sure you've thought of this, but the Oracle is here, and she's done really amazing things for us so far. So maybe she'd have some insight.
She got me, my friends. And now,
It's nice.
And really cool stuff like letting us inside Liam's brain and crazy stuff like that. So,
well,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
I wouldn't recommend it, but you know.
He's a little scary.
I'm not in this
I
conversation.
know. I forgot.
So I can't speak.
you just hear him at the bar. 4 buckets on the side.
It is something worth asking her about, yes. So, what is your plans?
I'd probably go ask her.
Beyond asking her, yes.
No. I'm not
Well-
much of the planner. I'm kind of the doer, and I don't really do that one that well either. So
Now that we are ensured that you guys are all safe, I believe our plan is to face Eris head on. We do have the mirror that will allow us to deflect Eris' spells back at him.
Temple of Forgiveness.
That would be handy.
Is there anything else that you found while you were there that would be helpful information for us who are maybe taking them on?
He's had time to amass a lot of power from the other side. If he takes Pike's Point, there might not be defeating him.
I was gonna say the reason we got you out so easy, which you probably know already, but half the forces have left already for Pike's Point. And I think I heard him. I don't really know his voice, but someone said they were going up to scout Goblin City at some point.
He could be sending a commander. He could be going himself. He tends to be one that likes to do things himself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
from what I know, he's just a kid with a lot of power. Yeah, which is sometimes scary.
It's
Sounds
very
like Liam
scary.
when he was a demon.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think we're trying to get your recommendations, but we're taking Enswood.
He could be going anywhere, but if he's not with the group going to Pike's Point, and they still manage to take Pike's Point, it will be a problem.
Yeah.
But if he goes to Goblin City, who knows what type of people he could recruit there.
True enough.
It is
Kazmak's strange, and he's from Goblin City.
the major families there are all crime lords in one manner or another.
yeah, explains Gazmag.
So
You can't hear any of this.
No, I
right?
can't.
I wasn't sure if he was that trusty gob or not, but what you say makes sense.
I mean,
He seems,
he's pretty cool.
don't tell him,
We're
but
on the same level.
kinder than I would expect from a trusty gob.
He's the only one I know.
Gazmek is special.
He puts up a tough front, but one day I'm gonna get through to him.
He says you should try the scorpion legs.
We made the pierogies, so if you ever want to compliment something, pierogies, scorpion legs, they're all his stuff. Yeah, he's getting into baking.
Maybe I'll go with the pierogies then,
I'd recommend it.
and probably another pint or two of the 2 keg
yeah.
variety.
I'm sorry.
Is there anything else I can help you with right now?
No, we
Can,
just
can we help you with anything?
Not that I can think of. Rest is next on the list.
Well.
In a bed, I hope.
well that we can give. And if you need anything, we're here now. We want to make right every wrong that we've done.
If nothing else, you'll have my advice.
That'll be very helpful indeed.
Thank you. Thank you for saving us.
Of course.
It's weird to say. Usually we're the ones that do the saving.
Training up guardians, just like we do. Yep.
Well then, I'm gonna get back to nursing my wounds if that's okay.
I'll give you some space.
Sounds great.
Oh, let's go.
Are you you guys can I just start? I'm not done. I should.
You're welcome to stay and drink with me if you like.
Well, I think they want me to go.
This is socially awkward, isn't it?
That's all I know how to do.
So what's your choice?
I'm gonna help you with your hands later.
That was way more
I just
obvious
imagine
than
like
it should
I
have
just
been.
imagine like you being like, I'm gonna help you with your hands as you're walking
But
away.
right now, I gotta go with that. It's nice meeting. I stick out my hand and immediately retract it. Just do the shoulder bump thing.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Wait up, guys.
I'm
coming.
I would talk to Faye just to make sure that the guardians all have a bed. If they don't, mine's up for grabs. I'd rather take it.
She said that all the parents should have a bed to sleep in the bunkhouse. We've cleared it out for the night, so yes, everyone should have a bed for tonight. Is there anything else you need?
You liking having your mom back?
It's kind of nice. Yeah. Significantly less worried, that's for sure. I would love to get her bow though at some point.
I agree.
Actually, are all the guardians like weapons and stuff back in Innsbruck?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
got.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah.
When you grab them, like behind you.
Yeah. So
I get. I'm with you and Boomer right now, right? So, have you guys thought about what's next? Like, are we gonna go back to Entswood tomorrow?
Well, I figured we could look at your pike, and we could ask Sypha because he's good info.
Yeah, Pike is kind of bouncing back and forth between it's west and
northeast.
northeast. Kind of bouncing around right now. Not
West and
quite
north.
there. Yes. I need to look at the map again.
Well, my dad's map. Yeah, I can pull it out.
I've got it on me.
Oh look, it's right here.
Oh, it's upside down too. Oh, that's way better.
So we're right there. West,
I mean,
and
yeah,
north.
that's like, well,
east.
Pike's Point's here,
So
northeast.
it's kind
And
of
so
going
is
like
Goblin
this.
City. But like, what's west? Kata,
Um,
and way out there, the Dreadmire Swamp. But
it could be where the caravan came from.
yeah, because they were.
It's likely pointing at Ira and the other person.
You just don't know where they're from. Man. I don't have a town name. Oh yeah. That's why we
Wait,
can find Sypha.
how do we
'cause he
not
knows.
have a town name for the place where the people came from?
I don't remember writing them down. I could be wrong.
I thought we were given one. Well, it could be because you asked the dude where he was
I
from.
did. Yeah.
Elm Grove.
There it is.
That's right.
Oh, it was the trailer park people.
I
I forgot.
Oh, you're
There it
right.
is. Gnomes, Grove, Owlbear, and Turtles. Okay.
Elms Grove.
Trailer.
Forgot about that.
Gosh. For viewers who don't understand that,
Yeah. Go back a couple episodes. And
Elm Grove was a trailer park that was near Bryce.
yeah.
And I think it was like Spruce Grove that was a trailer park near where I grew up. So that's kind of funny. That's a good callback.
But I figure we can get a group. We can get the group together. No use
Yeah.
planning on our own.
Agreed.
I don't really do much playing them anyway, so I just kind of. Yeah,
We don't like or like.
I'm kind of like.
Wait a second.
I was gonna say,
Fireball.
are you a wizard? Isn't planning supposed to be your jam?
The
bookie.
Preparation of spells.
Niche planning.
Who's in the inn right now?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not with
Us-
them. I'm
us
at the
three.
bar,
Alright.
but
The four of you
Yeah,
can
they
roll
are.
perception.
27.
26.
19.
17.
So all of you do notice that Lily, in her middle-aged form, has walked into the inn.
Battle form.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
She is the
The Oracle.
She's your person.
Yep.
We should ask her about the hands.
Well, we usually listen first, I think.
No. Why?
So the heroes of Ventswood have been returned.
That's correct.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Very good. And who is their leader?
Just your man.
And Aaron, thank you for keeping us and allowing us to stay. That is no problem. I will need all of you to join me in the morning. Rest well. Again, war is coming, and I would like to know what you know. Yes. Yes.
You see him over there.
Yes.
The kid. Something's going on with his hands. And I'm trying to be like a little favor. If you could maybe tell us what's going on there. It's,
Okay.
is that how this works?
And what do I get in return then?
I feel like the whole Heroes of Ventswood thing.
Yes, they are here. They have
Yeah.
not agreed to join me.
He can fight. Well, that's up to him to decide.
I can do the thing with them.
He's better than I am, but
The thing.
Yeah, whatever they say to. Yeah, I'll do that. I was that kid when I was little. Wow. Just trying to help him out. Please.
Let me see.
Thank you.
Wow.
God, they have more broken.
All right, so as
Cypher's not letting this though.
so as she's walking towards him, she begins to shrink, and she takes on her younger form. Well, hey, Mister, can I see your hands? What seems to be the problem?
Yeah.
And he pulls them out. Well, that doesn't look too good. Let's see. And she starts to touch it. Oh, sorry. Just hold on. And she's looking over his hands, and you start to see a green aura around her hands and his. And well, let's start with this then. Anyone with, I think this is
Nature, medicine.
divine.
What's divine? I don't know.
That is not a thing on our
Religion?
sheet.
Okay, which means none of you should have some.
I have religion.
So
Is it
true.
is it divine
It's-
type of magic?
it
it's
is.
Arcana.
It is not arcana. It is actually divine. So you have divine, you have primal, and you have arcana. Those are the three different types of magic.
Then probably nature would be my.
So,
or not,
Healing will be the next closest thing that you can
Wait a minute.
roll.
Medicine.
So medicine.
probably
Medicine? Oh.
probably religion then in that case because
Only if
nature
you're
would
trained.
be the primal.
Correct.
I'll give you medicine.
Medicine? That's good for
Yep.
me. I'll roll that. Yeah, it's a 29.
29? Alright. You believe that she is first casting neutralize poison.
She's Cora-ing him. You guys see Cora?
And go ahead and roll again.
A 26.
Alright. Next is removing a disease. And this will be religion.
21.
Alright. And you're not sure what this last one is doing, but as she is casting it, metal spikes begin to protrude from his hands. And you see her, and she rips the hem of her garment and begins to pull them out one by one. And as they land on the table, it starts to decay the table. It's resisting it somewhat because it is a living building, because of the core building, but you do see where it darkens that portion of the table.
Let somebody pick that stuff up and something that's not going to kill our place of business.
I don't volunteer to you.
Do I
You
I
do
see
the
that?
table.
Like I see it happening?
Yes.
It's like, nah, we just got those.
So,
Stack
go
all your
over-
buckets.
And I will cast Mage Hand and pick them up.
Okay. You'll be able to do so. So now they're floating in the air with Mage Hand. And she removes the last one.
Yeah, the hand's just like this.
Yep.
Please. Thank you.
So she begins to cast one other spell. And she says this. Well, I guess all of you might feel this one. And out from her radiates healing energy. And the entire inn is affected by it.
Does it clean the table?
I thought you might ask that.
Does the inn grow a room?
So he begins to move his hands.
Very good.
Thank you. Whatever you need is yours.
I got you.
And she begins to walk away, and I'll hold you to that. And then she begins to grow back into her battle type form.
Thank you.
Well then, in the morning,
Appreciate it. And it is.
enjoy your revelry. Revelry? That's what I meant to say. Tonight. For tomorrow, we'll discuss what's next. Good night.
Night.
And she walked out. Where are you right now?
Smith.
Okay. All right. So
Coolio.
Can I identify these things?
roll religion.
I'll roll for them there too.
I don't know that. I
28.
don't have religion, so.
They are cursed.
Oh.
Are they useful?
Like,
Straight up.
They're cursed, and you have no idea what the curse is on it.
We should go dig a hole.
Did she? What should
I
we do
imagine
this?
digging a hole in the
Outside.
plant-based person's land and putting cursed objects in there's probably not a good idea.
Why didn't we ask? Do we
You
figure
got a
out
Mount
this-
Doom
this
around
thing?
here?
no. I wonder if we can do anything with these.
We can probably put them in a metal box. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm not here.
Metagamer.
um,
Does our smithy have burning fire?
My worry would be that the curse somehow infects the smithy.
Yeah,
yeah,
or this
I
whole
think we should keep
place.
this
Can
these
we
away from
take some
anything
of the
in
fire from the smithy?
Maybe we can get.
Oh, don't hurt him. Don't make him use those.
No.
Oh
Or
my goodness.
Wizard Boy here can maybe cast a spell magic on them.
Yeah, go
No.
for it.
That's not the way curses work.
No?
No.
You have to have dispel curse. Or remove curse.
The,
Remove curse, which is how she was able to remove them from his body.
Hmm.
It did not remove the curse on the item.
Hey, Bash Bros.
We could go up to the smith.
You guys want a challenge?
I don't think we should be giving cursed
Sure.
objects
To
kids.
children, yeah. That's probably
I object.
Under the supervision of your father.
Gazmac, let's find an adult maybe who knows what we can do with these.
His dad's right there.
What?
Well, you were talking to the kids though.
They were all in one group.
Oh, they
so,
were?
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Oh, that's fair.
So
that's
what
fair.
do you have there?
I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
I think they're cursed.
Okay. Well, as long as you don't
Ko
touch them
thinks
with your
they're
hand,
cursed.
you should be
Oh,
fine.
I know they're cursed.
Okay, Ko knows they're cursed. I don't. I'm not so sure about it. But.
Okay.
They
What
butt
would you like me to do
table.
with them?
What if we turn them into arrowheads or crossbow bolt heads or something?
Could happen. Sure. To your forge then?
Is there any
Preferably
risk of working
yours.
with these cursed objects?
Not that I'm aware of. No. I mean, don't touch them, but otherwise,
Okay.
I would suggest that you probably get some leather or something to cover whatever we make with them.
Fair enough.
Burning through wood. It's not gonna burn through that.
No, it didn't burn through the wood. It stained it.
Yeah,
No.
it stained it.
basically
Oh.
because the inn was alive, it If I had to
taking
guess, there's
damage.
probably necrotic energy in there, so it's canceling that out. If you inanimate objects, I don't think you're gonna have an issue.
Oh, that's good.
Well, as long as you guys are careful.
I mean, I'm not the crafter here. They are.
We should. Just to supervise.
Oh, okay, sure.
I won't even sneak after you this time. I'm just gonna straight up follow you.
By the way, we helped the kid and got cursed arrowhead, so you're welcome.
Yeah, we
So
don't have the
walk
same
out to the
idea.
smithy, I guess, and I don't know. I'm just
Hope
kind of
it doesn't die.
put him.
Does it look like a goblin head or like you like a? Like
Oh no,
a...
it's definitely a goblin.
Or it's,
Well,
is it a
monkey
monkey
goblin.
foot?
Oh, the monkey's paw holding the cursed dog. Sounds bad.
That or you could use them for traps. Either way.
I mean, there was 10, right? 10 rods? One for each. Well, no, there wasn't 10.
He didn't
There was
give
three.
us the number.
Oh, 3
So
each.
6.
I was just gonna leave it in there for a second.
Oh,
That or, now that I think about it, I could just keep them in a leather pouch and use them as telekinetic projectiles.
Yep. That would also work.
Let's just do that. I don't want to risk damaging our smithy.
Fair enough.
So I'll take the pouch that was previously holding my special coins,
Okay.
and that will be the ones.
That pouch is gone.
You're right. It's gone. But I do have one. Okay, so
Anybody in here got an extra pouch made of
Uh,
leather?
Bull, dude,
I'll
Bull
take
man,
the jacket.
Bull man,
Yes.
big guy. How much for a bag of holding?
Also, he's working on something currently. So.
yeah, you don't list.
I mean,
Yeah.
just to make one, he would add additional.
Or
time.
just
A bag.
you got a leather pouch laying around I can borrow?
I do.
75 gold. It's less with materials.
All right.
I build a bag.
Do you want to?
I build things.
Let's.
I toss you a leather pouch. And I give him the 75 gold. So here's your next project, pal. So make us another one of those.
With leather pouch already.
No.
It's only 60 gold.
That's all right. He's taking the leather pouch.
Ah,
Thanks.
so no item to work with. Good. Challenge.
We didn't say it would be easy. We just said it would be fun.
So I'll pocket them and
Bag of holding and walking cauldron.
Sorry, I forgot I have these.
Sassy
oh,
cauldron.
8 lesser
I should
killing
probably
weapons.
pass these out.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get that in a second.
Very good. I work hard.
You don't have to work at
I
any
was
point
gonna
if
say,
you
and,
don't want to.
and let me know when
Yes,
you're done
ma'am.
with those, because I got a project for you for that one.
Oh, it wasn't an order. That was just a statement.
Good job.
Thank you.
Doing good. Keep it up.
Yes.
Does he look happy?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Only if you tell him to.
Only if you tell him to.
We've already helped
All right.
one person today.
Is there anything else?
no, back to work.
Jeez.
Come on.
You do
And
not
you said
come
I
at
was
me.
the rude one.
That's right.
This is my smithy.
Tell him. Boy.
You're tender.
I'll take my core building back.
It's not your core building. It's our core building.
I know. I'm the one who laid it down.
But he put it on top of the thing.
You didn't
It's
know how to
his
set
core
it up.
building.
Yeah, he crafted
What?
it.
Yeah.
He crafted
By
it.
putting the last material together, it's
The
his
same
core
way that
building.
the same
What?
way
This
that
is
the
like
inn
puzzle
is-
rules. Whoever puts the last piece in is the winner.
The same
I don't
way that
believe
the
that.
inn was technically mine until I included you guys on the team.
I don't know about those rules.
Argue with the GM at your own peril.
I'm just stating I don't appreciate puzzle rules on this. That's all.
You're not even working the inn or the smithy. I mean, What?
I make food.
In the end,
So why do you
though.
eat
Yeah.
Smithy?
I contribute.
I wasn't saying you didn't.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, then this is a good arrangement.
I work for her.
No, you don't. He doesn't work. You don't work
I
for
do.
me.
Yes.
You work because you want to. And if you
Yes,
don't want to,
but I
then don't
work
work.
for you.
Oh, this
And I
is
want
gonna
to.
be a problem.
Yes.
It's okay, pal. You work with her.
Yes, I work with you.
Remember, I owe you one. So if you need help,
No, remember he.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
I don't owe you anything. But if you need help, let me know. I can come learn how to hit stuff.
Do you want your Smithy back?
I walk away.
Backwards with your eyes. Slightly.
I don't point with a finger. I point with my tail.
We come out the next morning. You painted a monkey over the bowl.
I would not be so gaudy.
That would be
to-
so
What?
funny.
What did he paint it with?
This is the guy who stuck carrots.
You don't
on
want to
horses'
know.
faces.
He has
He's a
mugs of
monkey.
poop.
Yeah, he
Cold.
does. Cold poop.
Cold.
Yeah.
Is
he
it
hit me
chill?
with it.
Would you like anything else then?
No, I was gonna say I'll keep you busy for a little bit, but I got plans for later if you need projects.
Sure. Thank you.
Cool beans.
Cypher, we were going to discuss what our next plan of action was. You missed it, but Linda came into the inn and said she needed us in the morning.
She
Just so
needed
you know.
us.
Yeah, I think it was
Everyone,
in general
actually.
us. Like all of the guardians and things like that.
That's where we got the magical metal.
Ah, cool.
Well,
Also-
technically we got the.
I mean, just as an aside, out of character, did she ask for us or did she ask for the Guardians?
Everyone in the end.
She seemed to say
She
it.
said meet in
Did
the
she
end.
say the
Yes, but-
Guardians?
Heroes is what she called.
Oh, okay. So
That
I
would be really awkward to
misunderstood
show up though if she didn't ask for us. Huh?
Heroes.
that. Yeah, that would be.
We're heroes.
That's right. We're
Are
gonna
you
crash a war party, a strategy party. Yeah, are we heroes? Or are we just people
Yeah.
doing stuff?
She called me hero.
That's a little too open. We're gonna move right along.
She pulled the metal out of a kid's hand.
Yeah, it sounds like she's the hero.
No,
Also, Aaron.
she called me the hero.
Oh,
What was that code?
I was gonna say Aaron's not a kid, by the way.
yeah, he's not.
He is to me.
How old are
How
you?
old are you?
We dwarves don't track that stuff.
You
You
don't?
said-
No,
Would you track it by like how many white hands you know in the world? or-
mostly how long your beard is. And I am this old.
That seems. What if it gets burned? He's burnt hair off before. What if it gets burned? Are you younger?
No,
Do you forget your age?
we don't. Nothing happens to the beard.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. There's some more some world lore for you. Dwarven hair is impervious to fire.
Or so he thinks.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a tradition. Nobody's really sure.
So you don't braid it? Or would it get
Well,
confused? Oh no, it is braided.
You braids it.
It's a new braid every morning.
Yeah.
Great every morning. No, we don't ask questions. We just kind of accept.
Did you want to test?
Then
Here, stick your face in this fire.
That would be great.
that would burn my face. No,
And
it's
keep you safe.
It's okay.
I know.
You're busy. You're busy. It's fine.
You wake up shaven because Bulls made himself a blacksmith apron with dwarven beard.
Yes. Oh, that would be so.
Burn no. Cut yes.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, you already know what I want to do. So, I mean, it depends on what she says tomorrow. But again, we made a promise to that guy to go and after a piece of his soul, and we got a portal over there.
To be fair, though, we do have lots of time, and it seems that Ira is the most
Every
pressing
3 months.
matter. I don't want him to get away again.
There
Okay.
is no good.
Well, like I said, it would depend on what she says tomorrow.
Yeah.
Simple the way.
And again,
Me too.
there's. I mean,
Needs more space for them.
No, they don't understand. Just
we don't know that they're not using that other place as a portal between here and Hearn. And if we collapse the area, then that might
sound dumb.
give them a.
But we know where they're going.
They sound dumb.
We don't.
We know Pike's Point and Goblin City are targets. We just don't know who's gonna be where.
Right. That's
So
that's
if we
a
can
lot
get
of
more
stuff.
intel at the very least.
And running into there's a very real possibility we can run into people who may be using that area as a portal. Again, I'm not indifferent, but there's a lot of other options that we could do. I'm just saying that's not something that should fall off our radar. We already learned what happens when we leave stuff undone. So
Yeah.
Does Boone know? Do you know?
No.
How many people are going to Pike's Point
Oh, many
when it
people.
was started?
Lots of weapons.
Like, how many of your
I made lots of weapons.
Yeah, we'll be seeing them.
He's real smart.
I know.
Do you know if Ira is going to Pike's Point?
I do not know. They take ballistas, siege weapons. Many people.
Do they send many people to Goblin City as well? Do you know?
I think it's just the one with
I
Billy.
do not.
Well, it sounds like the more immediate threat would be the Pike's Point then.
I shoot several horses that were not your battle horses. If that helps.
I guess we'll discuss more tomorrow.
Yeah, it has been a long day. Rest up and see what they say.
Yep, that sounds good.
I'm not here.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you
I walked away.
You actually left.
That's right.
I said I walked away. I am in bed.
Covers half over your face.
Glaring at the
Angry
ceiling.
eyebrows.
I go back into the inn. Head
Okay.
to my bed. What's Aaron?
yeah.
Is Aaron still there?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's eating fried scorpion because he can now break him open.
Good choice.
You want a drink?
I'm
Sorry.
good.
I got stuck with the voice.
Aaron.
Do you want a drink?
I'm going to bed. How are the
2 kegs.
Okay, good. Glad to hear that.
It's very bullish.
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He's bleeding.
I'm so in it.
He's a couple in. So
Yeah.
2 kegs.
Strong like bull.
He gets into the bull stance.
Oh, he knows that?
Sure.
Sure.
See,
Is that a real thing?
I don't think that's a thing.
There's a mountain and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
I'm off to bed.
It is if you Google it hard enough.
Page 32 of your Google results. Yeah, I'm out. Off to bed. Enjoy those hands. Bye. I'm telling you, he has 0 social skills.
There's no bull stance now.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
We have too many
Maybe
people in
it's
this
more
campaign
like-
with no social skill.
Yeah.
It's just me and Gazmack.
No, I mean,
No,
we
I'm
all
very-
have our
yeah,
moments.
I'm very oblivious.
Have you seen
Surprisingly,
him
I
dance?
have the best social skills.
Gazmax is the only one with a positive
Yeah.
charisma score.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're not wrong.
Hey, mine is positive.
So, did everyone else eat in the inn?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll your percentage dice.
Oh, that's not just
Percentage in D10.
Yes.
Yeah. 91.
Hey,
Hey.
you get a +2 to your Constitution modifier.
I do.
which-
Hey, 99.
Hey, so do you.
Is that permanent?
It is for the next
that's
day.
nice.
So for the next day, it's what is it?
So for the next day, you get +2 to your Constitution modifier, which will increase your health by your level. And then
How does
Is
that
it-
translate to?
From Grace,
You
get
get
that one?
+1 on your fortitude save.
yep.
So how many hit points do I know by my level? Like you say.
So 5.
So 5.
Oh, by what your level
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yes.
I understand.
I wanted to give Bull 30 gold spending money if he ever wants to craft anything himself before that.
Don't pay him.
He's being paid.
I
mean,
really
that's-
think he works for you.
Oh, I thought it was like help to buy supplies and stuff.
Well,
Well-
half of it goes for the
the
cost of the
materials?
object.
The other half is going to him. So
Yeah.
based on, he's already at like 100 gold almost.
Then that would kind of be weird.
Good
wouldn't
money
it? That's true.
from
Those-
adventuring parties.
Okay. Then I won't insult the 100
Yeah, I was
gold
gonna say
earnings
it's-
by a 30 gold gift.
It's
So
probably more important that he earned stuff at this point, I would wager.
I thought he was like dirt poor with nothing working in the end. Or
He was
I mean,
up
he
until like a few
was.
minutes
Yeah,
ago.
okay. I track now.
I track.
Oh no, it's catching on.
We are all out of rush.
All right, so you guys are heading to bed then?
Mhm.
All right. So you go to sleep. All of you feeling better about yourselves, at least mostly.
Yep.
You're feeling great.
I feel
You,
great.
you were called a hero.
I'm a hero. I saved somebody's hands. I'm on top of the world.
And Anasha, you are first awake.
Anybody else?
Aaron.
Hmm.
And you still hear boom, boom. Boom.
It's like if
Boom.
Santa was like.
Santa was a
Yeah,
full blacksmith.
That's what I meant.
Oh. Well, how are the hands feeling?
Much better. Head though, a little rough.
2 kegs will do it to you.
Oh, it was more than. It might have been 2 kegs. Yeah. Drunken bastard, not a style I've learned.
I'll just take your word for it.
Can monks drink?
Sure.
Yeah, just depends on.
The vow.
Yep.
And
Do
even
all-
then, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
do
we
all
learned
monks
that
have
one.
vows?
All monks
I put
usually
you in
take
my
something.
Yeah. That sounds right.
He has most definitely done away with some of the vows that he probably originally started with, because their teacher was of a different mindset than he was. So
Yeah, he's a lot more traditional.
I wake up and I say,
You're so early.
what a great day to be a hero.
all right, so all of you are slowly coming to waking moments. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Of course, I braid my beard.
Yes. And a hero's not.
Hero's not. The Gordian's not.
Do we get any gold for the inn
No,
this
not
night?
tonight.
Okay.
Kicked everybody out.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, we could charge him.
No.
I like this guy every day.
No.
Fine, they get a couple free nights.
Yeah.
Next we'll go to the courtyard area.
Okay.
See
I'm
where
disappointed.
everyone is.
All right.
They have a reward.
Everyone starts to wake and are grabbing some water and moving out. There are some berries and some other fruit gathered out at the campsite where Claude has still got everything set up there, and Ari and Claude are handing out just small breakfast bowls, basically, of some various fruit and some nuts and stuff. So everyone's kind of gathering and heading towards the courtyard. That's where y'all are heading as well.
Mhm.
All right. As you approach, once again you see Lily standing in her battle regalia. So a hard wooden that still mirrors kind of leather armor, very sleek looking. She does have long hair made of like an ivy, and she is, you know how weddings have their wedding party? She has like 4 or 5 druids to each side of her, all sitting. Some are leaned back, others are kind of kneeling, but all seem to be meditating of sorts. And as you approach, welcome. This will be our first official war council then. I see that all of you could make it.
Yes, the heroes are here.
Well appreciated heroes.
Yes.
So shall we begin?
That was close.
It seems that we have two...
That was real close. We almost had like 12 dice go on the floor.
We have two major threats to us currently. One is Avarisha, I believe.
Mhm.
Avarisha, and the other Ira.
Liam. Sorry.
And you get a...
I second.
I
second.
I say like under my breath.
Okay,
because
okay.
We're very quiet, but she's like, I second.
The other may be heading towards Pike's Point, Ira. Seems that Ira is a spellcaster, likely a sorcerer. He has not been seen with any spell books of note. It seems that he is intending to take the city. I've gathered that several hundred forces are heading there now. Pike's Point does have its tower, which should supply sufficient defense, but Ira is a problem to himself. And then we have these beasts in Avarisha. She seems to be a druid, but seems to be thinking that by destroying our world, it will cause balance to the two. So she is taking over the forest. She is doing so by using the magics that she received to enhance creatures and make some of them into interesting versions of themselves. She is pairing some creatures together, and it will be a problem, as she has also decided to bring war to here. I would expect that we will see waves of creatures until she is dealt with. So the question is, what do you want to do?
Is there one that you would like first?
Well, I think from our perspective, we do want to take on Ira. We feel that our party here partly responsible by not going back to Entwood when we could have had a chance to help the Guardians in the past. And we want to right that mistake even more and take on Ira and end him once and for all. We do have the mirror that we can help deflect some of his spells. I think will be essential in taking him down. And we feel like we are prepared right now.
So you have two artifacts in your possession, correct?
Indeed.
I suggest you only take one with you. The other should remain. If you are going after this Ira, leave the talisman. And the Guardians will stay here to help.
Leave it, we'll tell them to protect it.
Or give it to the people going to fight the lady to use it the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling this is likely where our paths will end for a while.
Maybe forever.
I will suggest that after you leave that we close the portal. I do not like having a way for others to enter. Watch out. But
What did you say? I couldn't.
Watch out for bear traps.
Oh my gosh.
It was on that side, so that's the side we're going to be on. So maybe you should watch out for bear traps.
Watch out for bear traps.
Is there any way we can cut Ira off while they're on the way to Pike's Point?
If you were able to find a couple portals, that is a possibility. But that would mean going to Hearn. It is not an easy place there.
I don't know if anybody's told you, nothing's really been easy. How is this different?
You've not been to Hearn, boy.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Those of you that have been there would know that is not an easy place to live. In fact, most is ruled by slavery or power. So, if you do not have power, then you are a slave. If you do, then you tend to be a ruler. There is a group of free people there, attempting to become free, at least. They've started a revolution. So,
That sounds like the safe place.
they would be the best resource for you. I believe, from what I understand, the trusty gobs are involved. Not our trusty gobs, the other ones.
Let me
Believe it or not, but
Yeah.
trusty gob is a line that has lasted on both sides. They were brothers back when the divide happened.
Not surprising, the least.
Sorry.
So, brothers that could not get along, as I'm sure a trusty gob would know, that has happened from time to time. They chose different sides of the war, and they were also divided. But both family lines live on. On our side, the trusty gobs are not trusty in any way. On the others, they might pull a prank here and there, but they're funding the revolution.
just for clarification.
Over here. too.
Which are you?
So, you do have that realization yourself.
Is there any other way we can catch up to Ira before he gets to Pike Point?
Not unless you have another ability to cast this teleportation circle. Then you could get to Pike's Point immediately. I didn't think about it until
First
this
it's like,
just opened up.
yeah.
Metal donate. Yes.
I mean, Innswood's all of what, 3 days from
It's
Pike
not
Point?
far,
Oh,
yeah.
No, it's not too far, right?
It's not even
But
that.
we'd
It
still have to catch
also-
up to them.
It also
It's like
It's a day.
It's about a day.
It also seems wise to cut off their base of operations, their supplies, that sort of thing, before going in to attacking them. That, and if they're focused on the walls and the siege, and we come in behind, we have the strategic advantage there as well.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but
What support from us would you need?
well, I guess we would want to figure out who, if anyone else besides the immediate party is going with us.
From what I understand, Faye will go where you go. And it seems that you have a Minotaur that will, well, die for at least one of you.
Who's that?
So
With you and
I'm sure that they would join you.
creatures.
Liam has spoken highly of you. If you asked him, I'm sure he would also join.
Well, I guess we can talk to them, but talk to Liam specifically. But
I'll let you do that.
I think he might want to stay with Donovan wherever
I was
Donovan
gonna say
goes.
it'd be hard to separate the kids from the parents now. They just got together again. I'd hate to be them.
We will want to definitely clear it by Faye, if Cam comes as well.
What do you think? You're too strangely silent.
I don't know, sounds like our problem.
I'm always silent until it's awkward.
I mean, it's their choice. If they want to come, they come.
And whoever does stay will end up in the war effort here, so it's not like they're getting off easy. This town needs defenders, especially since we've taken in so many. With me changing things a little, I don't know that I will be able to keep up the barrier that has protected this place for so long.
All right. Well, I guess we'll discuss and head out.
Fair enough. Donovan, when you're finished, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to see you. And she turns and enters her tree. So
I guess we discuss with Faye probably first, see if Cammy wants to come.
Go to the inn and
Yeah.
have a roundtable discussion. What's going to happen?
all right. So back at the inn, anyone with crafting can roll perception. You have crafting training too.
Perception?
Yep.
20.
10.
Oh, so I'm using perception,
Yep.
not.
Yeah, you
rolling
just needed to have
it.
crafting to.
Okay, 29.
All right. So anyone over 20 or 20 and above, is that everyone?
No.
It's just you. Right?
Oh,
That's 2.
okay.
Oh.
Sorry. You happen to glance over at the smithy, and outside of it is a oh, come on,
Walking cauldron.
a walking cauldron. So it's just pacing back and forth in front of you currently.
I think your
And
teenage pot's ready.
for glancing over, you see Bull sitting there, and he's as it's walking one way, and then you hear him utter a word, and it starts walking the other way.
I whistle for it to see if it will just walk towards us.
It's currently under Bull's command.
He's sitting there throwing playing cards into it. While
Mithril ingots, because those just seem to be laying around.
Yeah.
He's got impeccable aim, and he hits it every time. Maybe he should come with us. Well, I think we should. Or should I get? Should we take it with us? Probably.
what?
Are you leaving your core buildings behind them?
No.
No, we're taking more.
Taking
The Bull's coming with you. Well, you haven't asked him if he's staying or not, but
I think we know the answer.
depends on who asks.
Well, I'm not sure those things to eat on that. So
Well, I feel like you guys want to stay with Smithy.
More than likely, yeah.
he does like his hammer.
Alright, so you enter the inn, and the children are all there eating breakfast, and in walks the parentals and Claude. Well then, it seems it is time for us to part ways once again.
Indeed. I guess Lily had mentioned that of who would be potentially coming with us. That would be and Bull is Bull in with us? No, okay, so out of our party, Faye, if you are interested in joining us, we of course would wanted to discuss with you and Cammy on if one of you or both of you would want to join us in our fight with Ira.
And Cammy looks at Faye for a moment. Child, you're just so young. But not much younger than what I was when. It is your choice. You stay or go. I'll support you. And Faye looks at her mom for a moment, looks down at Shadow, glances at the end. It's time for my own adventure, Mom. I'll be back. We'll share meals again. But I should go. If you will have me.
Of course.
If I'm able to fight with you, I'll fight. If it's just you want me to run the inn, I'll run the inn. But I'm with you.
Fighting would be nice sometimes. I don't do that too
I'm
often.
a decent scout.
Okay.
So, when do we leave?
I mean, probably today.
No. Yeah. Sometime now, today.
Fair enough. I would like to get my mom's bow, if we can.
We're heading that way, regardless.
We need some more recipes to get out of there, out of the building as well. So let's not forget those.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Anyone else?
I mean, do you want to ask Liam? I thought you would hate the idea.
I don't want to ask.
I like this guy. And I don't particularly care to ask him either.
It's one of those things where I say anyone else, and then it's like I scan the room and then I hop over the No.
Do you want me to join you? And he pulls out his trident.
Of course. Right, Gazmac, right? You can't
I'm
say no to
just,
this
I'm just
one.
like smiling.
That would be
Yes,
fun.
that would be great.
My cart and horses are still at Pike's Point, so
Oh yeah.
actually
go-
no, they'd be at Enswood. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'd like to retrieve my supplies. So I would enjoy joining you once again.
Businessman.
Yes,
Understand.
That would be great.
and anything we can salvage, we will salvage. I will suggest that Enswood does not exist after we're done, though.
You think destroying it completely is the best way to go.
It's either that or we make it our own, and
Sure, we don't really know.
we don't have anyone there to keep it.
Well, he's good at fire.
And I can sometimes fire too. We just burn the place down.
Yeah, we
I
got
probably
stuff we
summon
wanna
some
get
lightning.
first.
You know,
It starts fires from now and then.
Fire off. Just don't let him loose. He's just
Should we check with Lily before we leave? See if there's any resources we can bring with us.
Yeah. Yeah. There's also the matter of the camel sleigh.
What about it?
I mean, we're gonna take a sleigh with camels meant for sand with us to Enswood through the portal. Okay, you should probably sell it then.
What are your camels?
Or-
I mean,
Find
They
a
are
s-
my
We'll
camels.
find a stable for camels.
Do something with it.
No time like the present.
Yeah.
all right, do it.
I find a person to sell my camels to.
So you go over to the large group from
The caravan needs it. Yeah.
yeah,
the caravan folks. There we go.
and we don't have much, but a half price.
Half price on camel.
Oh.
Price that camel.
Run into the back end.
How about
I don't remember how much you paid for this. But
it was a lot.
It wasn't very much.
Too much, yeah.
It's like 30 gold.
I thought it was way more than that.
Well, we each paid a certain amount, and I think it was like, yeah, it would have been like 40 or something like that.
I think each of us paid either 20 or 30 gold.
Yeah. I have 25 gold. But
20
I could have
gold
spent the what
apiece?
we found somewhere.
For 4 camels and a sleigh. And
Mhm.
water tanks and something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, that's
So,
good.
yeah, I don't remember.
Half price, interest rate of 3%.
How about
half price in a favor. And the undying worship to the stone god.
Oh no.
I'm gonna need you to make a gravel pit.
I will light bring you down.
Fine. Half price, and you owe me. Us, the group. So
We will do what we can then. So you guys will get equivalent to the war horse is what we decided. So that would be 60. So probably about 80 gold back.
okay. All right. So split 5 ways. Split 4
4 ways, because I don't get any.
Fine.
So 20 gold apiece.
I thought that you paid for like a large majority of it, or all
I
of it?
did.
'Cause it was yours.
You paid. You took. You
don't
paid a
need
little
any.
extra, but that was it.
It's better than
And
split.
who knows? You might have just made money on that. I don't remember.
That sounds right.
I don't.
That
I
sounds
don't
right.
know if we did.
If nothing else, you might have balanced out.
All right. Well, I took care of that.
Well, to Lily then.
All right.
Let's do it.
Welcome back. So it's been decided.
Yes. We'll be heading out later today.
Okay.
Before we go, is there any resources or potions that we'd be able to bring with us in our fight with Yura?
I do not have any potions or many resources other than maybe some fruit to help sustain you.
All right.
Supplies are good.
We'll bring whatever we can.
You're welcome to any fruit in the garden, just as you have been. And that's about all I feel I can spare at the moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Can
Just-
you dry some of it so it lasts a little longer?
Oh, I have some extra storage that I can give you later.
Well, I was just thinking it'd be like every, found some like wild nuts.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but it sounds nice.
Well, it's a mix of fruits and nuts that you need
It's a mix of
on the
trails.
trail.
Okay.
It's called a
It's
trail.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's very direct. Usually I'm the one that misses stuff like that. Kind of
Yeah,
surprised.
I just haven't really had
No,
it.
it's okay. It's a door thing.
Sounds hardy.
It is. It is.
Well, Lily, thank you very much for all your help.
No, yeah,
We
that's
wish you luck in your fight.
Have we asked her about the Clockwork
man
Librarians
forgot, man
and
for the
their
favor.
like alignment and history and stuff? Can't remember. We just knew that they were split.
What's that?
The Clockwork Librarians.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we don't know anything. Bryce told us out of character how the kind of history works, but we don't know that as the characters.
All right. So you're going to receive. There's something I guess I could give you here, and she gives you 3 feathers. I have to remember what they do, but you will know by next session.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was her saying that. I was like,
I take a look at them and I'm like, I
yeah,
have some of these
message
already.
No, so they can transform into different items.
Oh, right.
cool.
So one will be a 10-foot ladder, and I forget what the other ones are capable of being. So
You could make like a fletchling on an arrow out of it, shoot
Oh
it,
my
and turn into a 10-foot ladder.
all right, so
I can't imagine where that would be useful.
I can.
How can you not
For
imagine how
entertainment
useful
value.
that would be?
For when you need a ladder partway up a wall.
Horizontally.
When you need a ladder far away.
Yeah.
all right, so one is feather token ladder. It's worth 3 gold, and when activated, the feather turns into a 20-foot long wooden ladder. One is feather token holly bush. When this feather is activated, it immediately transforms into a living holly bush, filling a single square. The bush can provide standard cover. In addition, the bush has 2d4 bright red berries. While holly berries are usually poisonous, these berries are infused with beneficial magic. You can pick and eat a berry to recover 1 hit point per berry. So not a lot, but something. If activated on soil, the plant continues to grow and thrive. Although it doesn't produce any more healing berries, if activated elsewhere, it withers and dies within 1d4 days. And then last is Feather Token Bird. When activated, the token transforms into a small sparrow that waits on your finger for you to relay a message up to 1 minute in length, along with the name and rough location of a recipient.
That was the one I was thinking of.
Yep. It can travel up to 30 miles per hour, and then searching the target in the location you provided. The bird also vanishes if it fails to find your target after 10 hours of searching the location you specified.
And we could put that on an arrow, shoot, and then it could fly further.
A sparrow arrow?
Sparrow arrow.
Sparrow arrow.
Is it an African sparrow?
What is the
That's a
velocity?
swallow,
I know.
but close. I love it.
So those are the 3 that you received.
Is it a migratory bird?
That might be helpful if we have any sandalwood and or to Pike's Point.
Is Pike's Point already under siege?
I do not know.
They did leave. Was that yesterday morning?
So they might just be at the forward camp or something. All right. I'm just thinking it might be useful to use that bird immediately and tell Pike's Point, here's what you're up against.
And we do know the head of the guard, or rather you do.
And we can tell
Kind
them, this is our plan. Here's what we're doing.
I like that idea.
What if the bird gets intercepted? Can people eke the message out of it, or is it only for the intended?
It's only for the intended recipient.
Yeah, but I mean that's not an unreasonable question. Just because I'm looking at it on the flip side, they might have spies in the Pike's Point. So 6 of one, half dozen the other.
This is the first time Dwemer ever realizes that 6 and half a dozen are the same number.
So what would you like to do that, or?
I like that idea.
Oh, I think it'd be helpful. Send it to Odella. Yeah. She's a
Odella.
captain. What?
So proud.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're friends.
Because I was going to ask what her name was
Yeah.
to see if anyone had her
Odella,
name.
captain of the guard.
Yep.
We go way back.
Alright, what is the message you'd like to send?
I'm something
Stand
probably
by.
like
Up to 1 minute.
Ira is
I was
coming
gonna say, yeah, you're
to attack your Pike's Point.
Hold on.
Bringing about 200 people.
Hold on. We've got 1 minute.
Okay.
Odella, this is Gazmek.
And Anasha, welcome.
Hopefully you're doing okay. Okay, back to the message.
I'm a hero.
You're probably under siege by now. If you're not, you're going to be by this dude named Ira. He's a
Covered.
bad dude. He's a sorcerer. He throws fireballs. He's got an army too, in case you didn't notice that
Confirm
already.
200 people? About? Isn't that what he said?
about.
Yeah, a couple hundred guys, bad dudes. Watch out for fireballs. Our plan is to go to Entwood and attack from the rear and kind of destroy their supply lines and wreck them from behind. And
Time
that-
frame. When do we think we'll be there?
He's coming for
We're not going to fill the rest of our message time with laughter.
He's coming for your cannons, destroy them rather than have them taken.
Yeah,
He's coming for your
coming
cannon.
for the big one.
Yeah, he wants the cannons to use on other towns and stuff, so protect those. We'll be attacking them
From behind when? What do you think? A day
in
and
the
a half?
next day or two. Have a great day. Bye.
Good luck.
Hey, when you only have a minute to think, what else are you going to say?
We're gonna wreck them from behind.
Well, that's not the only quote
I'm
from
an
this
adult.
episode.
That's right.
Enjoy
Episode
the hands.
031, Wreck 'em from behind.
Are you sure it's not people know my bike?
Yeah,
or enjoy those hands.
That's right.
Enjoy those
Code's
hands. Wreck 'em
infamous
from
wobbling
behind.
bike.
I thought you would forget about that.
They never
No, I
do
wrote
that.
it down.
Oh, darn it!
Do you do that?
I'm burning that page.
I pull out my pike. Enjoy those hands and wreck them from behind.
Let us go.
And then I
Sorry.
and,
Prince.
and it flies straight to the portal.
Oh, good call.
The quickest way there,
Smart
and it knows
bird.
where to go.
oh, that's my
Watch
bird.
out for bear drive.
Because yeah, we're probably more than 30 miles away.
Well, it
300
flies at
well,
30
are we
miles an
are we
hour.
For
300 miles
10
away?
hours? We made it.
It
So
in
no,
flies at
so-
30 miles per hour, but it doesn't have a distance
It
limit.
doesn't have a distance or a
Okay.
time limit. The only time limit is if they search the location
Gotcha.
for more than 10 hours.
I thought it was a 10 hours distance.
Nope.
Ah, that's nice. Okay.
So,
Do we get this one back or burn
I
it
think
off?
it's
One
probably
use.
burnt.
yep.
Well, that was good to do immediately, though.
Mhm. Alright, I guess we're off.
No, direct it
Sorcerer.
from behind.
He's not wonderful.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do then?
Is Lily asking?
No, I assume that you did that message not in Lily's presence.
Oh no, we're at the end. We're back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we can.
I
do
need
you
to
want
find-
to
I need
divvy
to find
out
Aaron.
health potion?
Oh, sure. Who has healing here again? You do. You do. So maybe
Two of us
two
do.
to each of us, and then one to each of you. I have 8 total.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll take
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
So,
Two lesser
Grimore and
healing.
Gaznak, you both get
Yeah.
2 lesser healings potions.
And I have trail rations for 2 weeks if anyone's low. You got it.
So lesser healing potion is 2d8 plus 5.
Oh, we're gonna need it. Seems like giving one to Claude, but she'll be with us. So it'll be fine.
I can heal Claude. if he needs it.
Claude also has heal.
Oh.
Helpful.
I need to find Aaron before we go. We need to talk to Liam at some point. What is with everybody? We're all tired today. Guess we just.
I feel like I've done a
Cypher's
lot
a
of
fan of the
talking
old
today.
Irish goodbye, so
I mean, who were we saying about to? What?
Well, I need to transfer the amulet or the talisman to Aaron. I don't need to take it with me.
Okay.
Why?
And then if we're asking Liam to come, we should do that.
Well, I go over to the bar and I grab glasses for everybody of the wine that we have, and I do a toast,
Okay.
a parting toast, and it's like
Give us a line.
it's wine glasses, but there's actual toast in them. Because that's the way Gazmac works.
Here's a toast.
and toast.
And toast.
There we go.
A
It's
toast.
still breakfast time, right?
That's
So-
true.
But it's like, carry a bunch in my hands, hop over, got some on my feet, one in my tail, and basically hand out wine.
Wine and toast.
Well, it's like, but basically just like toasting and like till next time kind of thing. So
I'm actually going to take one,
Yep.
but I'm only going to take a sip, and then just.
Okay. And Aaron nods, and the rest of them, and William's like, and Donovan goes, "No."
I'd like to
Wise
stay.
man. Until next time, health and good fortune.
Good fortune.
Dilly dilly.
We have a story.
We have a
about
story
that.
for you.
We have a story about that after. That'll be in the after action.
Yeah.
We'll forget. I'll write it down.
Well, Liam, we were thinking about it, and we know that you would very much like to get revenge on Ira, based on what happened. Are you interested in coming with us?
I will be closing the portal from this side. I'm the only one that can do it.
Gotcha, you're right. Right.
But
Well,
thank you for considering me
Of course.
an ally.
Of course.
Thank you for considering my bloodthirsty
Yeah.
desire for revenge.
Roll perception. Anybody. Or everybody.
Let's say
24
anybody.
for me.
22.
What was it?
Same.
24.
Oh, I thought you said, and a 4 for me. I was
And
like,
4 for me now.
So you're 22.
1.
Well, 13, but yeah, natural one.
18.
Okay. Some of you noticed that Gillen is not here. And neither is Isabella.
Okay.
Well, guess no Liam.
Alright.
Oh darn.
Check the bunks, make sure everybody's out of their place, and then
In that case, Liam,
back up the shop.
we're about to head out if you want to close the portal behind us.
Will do.
Well, I don't want to take up too much time, but I would ask both and transfer.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We'll go over a little bit. We started a little late as well. So, alright. So, who are you talking to
Let's
first?
go to Aaron.
Okay.
I don't know when they're leaving.
Well, it seems like this is farewell again.
Once again.
At
hopefully
least,
it's come out.
you guys gonna promise to come back this time?
Where are we coming back to here?
It seems as good as any at the moment.
Sounds good. I'm afraid there won't be any answer to come back to if plans go right. So
It's understandable, and it doesn't seem like it's time for us to stay retired. So,
seems like the world could use a couple hard hitters nowadays.
I plan to hit hard.
Well, these might help. And I don't remember how I got it on, but I would want to take it off.
Okay. From what I understand, we can simply do this.
Fist bump of power transfer.
Oh,
So, in doing so, as you touch fist,
So great.
you will the amulet to transfer. You have to actually want it to go to someone else for someone to take it. And he accepts it, and it does change his. And your wraps go back to their normal color.
cool.
My favorite color is light dun. I like poops. Okay, yeah.
So, I'll make sure these get to good use.
Strike true.
Take care of yourself.
Same. Thanks for, well, the time we had.
And how about when this is over, we go back and show our master a thing or two. I would too. And he's like,
Some habits die out.
I understand.
This is Aaron, right?
Yes.
You're here too? Oh my gosh, you poor spirit.
Spirits, I was thinking the same thing.
Thank you, hero.
You're welcome.
So
We got a fist bump and we.
And then you wanted to talk to Boo.
Cool. Just a little bit.
Yes.
How's it going?
Oh, it's so good.
I'm glad. Bless you.
You see Galdrin? Walk back
Yes.
and walk forward.
Did you
walk
name
back and walk forward. Crow's feet.
Crow's feet?
Crow's feet.
You named it Crow's feet?
Yes, look at that crow's
It's
feet.
fitting. Can I call it Crow for short?
Sure.
That's not crow. That's crow.
Well, I just want to give you a heads up. I think we have to take this with us because we're going to be leaving. And if
Where you go, I'll go.
well, we're going to face
It does not matter.
Ira.
And
Well, and I hope you know that you're free to go wherever you want.
I am free to follow you. Yes,
That is an option, but it's not the only option.
it is the option I've chosen.
Okay.
All of you going?
Mm-hmm. You ready?
All of you here?
I don't know.
You are for sure.
I just imagine it on putting Aaron's and drummer's like, wait up.
If fighting slavers, I would like to fight.
Okay, yeah.
We'll allow it.
Maybe he can give you one of those gem things that's pretty cool. On the other side.
It was smash. It works.
I know.
I take pride in my work.
Good work.
Yeah.
Yes, I shall follow. We go now?
Think so?
Yes.
I'm doing the best I can, okay?
All I can think is the song from Sister Act, I Will Follow You. That's all I keep
I've got the
hearing
Christian
in
song in
my
my head right now.
I'm hearing
Where
the-
you
I-
go,
yeah,
I'll go.
I've got the
Where you
Sister
stay,
Act
I'll
version
stay.
in here. I can't get out of my head.
I will follow
Yeah.
you. You go back and go forward.
Alright, Crow, pack yourself up.
What was the?
It goes.
It doesn't have to follow me, but it can do
It
it.
goes into the.
What was the name of the Baba Yaga's hut? That's all I can think
Oh,
of.
I don't remember.
The one that's on.
Yep.
That's on
Crow's
Crow's
feet.
feet.
Chicken's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, chicken feet.
Yeah.
So as the core buildings collapse in on themselves, they become the shining metal. The inn does have some of the different elements that have been imbued into it, and you can kind of see the inside of the inn as you look at the
Inside.
ball. And the same with the smithy. And good one. It is your blacksmith. No.
I love Bull so much.
I really want to go. No, no, no.
Into the magic word.
This is where you say thank you. I think.
You're okay.
Or
I
will let the
okay.
people that run them hold on to them because they're probably not going to be involved in combat.
Yeah, like
The light smash. Real good.
Yeah, but ideally not.
Did you keep the hammer from the smithing?
Yeah,
Like,
he
as
said
you're
he kept it
weapon?
in.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. Are the
No, yeah.
Basha bros going with their parents?
They are.
Okay.
Yes.
We can't have too many cool people.
All right. Are you heading towards the portal then?
May as well.
All right. As
Take a deep
you,
breath. Last minute, did we forget anything?
Zach,
You know,
you
you
wanna
just
check
wait
for
and you're like,
traps?
did we close the garage?
I didn't put any there, so it should be fine.
I'll have the
Water
crack
the
pot on.
plants. Yeah.
And Kevin.
Very good.
as you near the portal, Isabella is standing next to it, and she is wearing her swords, and she seems to be well armed. I will be going with you. I must rid myself of this.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Sometimes shirts can be uncomfortable.
22.
19.
29?
19.
25.
Sorry, changing characters.
And what are we perceiving?
Her.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Or you won't see.
Or maybe.
But it was a 29.
That's true. You'll see. If any of us.
I hope so. I'm a hero.
So, you hear. I will also be joining you, shall we? And none of you have any idea where it came from.
That's so creepy.
Did you guys just hear a thing?
That's really necessary.
He rolled a 19 and his stealth is plus 16.
Dang.
So.
So do we recognize his voice?
Oh yeah, you recognize
Yeah,
his voice.
yeah.
It is Gillen. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Gillen, wherever you are, I guess let's go.
And then a moment later, he appears right behind you.
Oh.
Oh gosh, Cannon. Okay.
He leans over to Nasha.
Gillen be killing.
I'm walking through. Wait, if we left, did we leave the traps off? I don't remember.
She'll make a good assassin eventually. Shall we then? And he carries on through. And the rest of your party shimmers over to the other side. As you do, you recognize the small hut, the collapsed window.
The used
And
trap.
It is. No, he collected
No.
the.
No. Oh, you collected it back
Yeah.
up. Okay, I just remembered.
And it is suddenly very tight in there overall because there's a lot of you. And that is where we'll leave off.
All right.
Round two.
Well, what do you think? Oh, sorry. Thank you everyone for watching. We do say goodbye sometimes at the end of our episodes. Other times we just roll into the after action and forget you exist. So sorry. Please exist.
We never forget you exist. We are forgetful
That's right. We don't
of
forget you
your
exist.
viewership.
We just willfully ignore you.
Once again, thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
And if you've stuck around,
For the after action.
this is the after action. Spoilers, be aware.
What is dilly dilly?
All right. We went to a wedding, and the wedding party was very bro culture.
Oh no.
Is probably the right way to say it. And the words dilly dilly were said during the wedding ceremony.
So let's give a little pretext to this. We've attended several family weddings.
This was a family wedding.
Yes.
Not
Of
immediate.
sorts. Not immediate.
I thought you said
Fart
not
on
an
that.
idiot. Whatever.
But at one wedding, we may or may not have started a betting system in which it was how long the
ceremony lasts.
how long the ceremony would
from
last,
when the first bridesmaid
crosses the back threshold.
is that correct, or is it no?
When
It's the
she-
groomsman. It's when the groom, because the
Grooms would come out, yep.
First, yeah.
And then the
when
bridesmaid
the last bridesmaid goes
leaving.
out.
Yep.
Because generally that's like
Yeah.
those are when the last bridesmaid crosses the last row of seating.
Yep.
Is actually like the technical way.
Yeah.
So that way we have very hard.
Because
Anyways.
sometimes the bridal party will stop and talk to people and all that. We didn't want that to be involved, so it was the after.
So we got in this habit of like betting on how long the ceremony will last, or is this going to happen at the reception, or is somebody going to say this in their best man or maid of honor speech or whatever. So somehow.
So Dilly eventually. So we actually started our bet just on the time frame. There was a dog involved in the ceremony, so we were like, that's going to add some time. We weren't sure on the number of bridesmaids or groomsmen, so that was up in the air. But we all cast our votes. I don't even remember who won that because Dilly interrupted it all.
I think I won it, but only because I massively undercut the minutes. It's like Wheel of Fortune.
Yep.
Price is Right.
Like, Price is Right. Sorry,
Yeah.
yes, Price is Right. Closest without going over.
Yep.
But then apparently, I don't know what context it came up in, but someone somewhere in the crowd said "dilly" to the groom, and then the groom like repeated it back, and then it just started happening.
And all throughout the ceremony, throughout the night, the whole the bet then changed to how many times will we hear "dilly," and we all lost that bet because it was
a lot.
Yeah.
Like we're talking over 20 times
That hurts me.
That's so
That physically causes
obnoxious.
me.
between the wedding, the reception.
It was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean it was
very entertaining, and
The food was
very
great.
good food.
The food
Yeah.
was great. The beef Wellington.
The venue was a how best to describe it? A lot of velvet, kind of like a mobster bar kind of feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
pretty cool.
It was pretty neat.
Dilly.
Yes, but that's where Dilly.
Man.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. If you are in fact in the mob, that's a great idea.
I
I love it. Do it all the time.
Which you see Gazmak's actual place.
Looks just like.
I haven't even thought about that.
Right.
I imagine it just looks like a 3/4 scale Graceland.
So no fighting this time around. A lot of role play, but we are building into probably massive amounts of fighting, several sessions long. So
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
I
think this was
enjoyed
good.
it.
Yeah, this was a good one.
As did I. I got
We
to
could
deal
tell.
with you.
So
it was
awkward. So awkward.
I won't lie, Bull is my favorite character right now.
Yeah.
He really is.
That's just because
He's
Homework's
wholesome.
not around.
The ability for me to roleplay socially awkward is only because I am a horribly socially awkward person.
I've not found that to be true.
That is probably a close to an actual conversation I may have had with someone at one point in my life.
You enjoy those hands.
You weren't role playing, you were just reminiscing.
I was just remembering middle school.
Oh.
Everyone was like that in middle school, though.
All right, so the people that went with you, you have Gillen, Claude, Isabella, Faye,
Bull.
and Bull.
Yep.
Like Bull.
So, Isabella is a fighter.
Interesting, I wouldn't have expected that.
So, I do have some backstory on her, but
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't mitigate.
Sounds like so we're going in with a barbarian, a fighter. So 2 new
A
classes.
rogue. Well, another rogue, right?
Faye is
he's a rogue.
Is Faye a
assassin.
ranger
Is Bull
by,
a barbarian?
by class?
Faye is a ranger. Yeah, Bull is a barbarian. Yeah,
Makes
Mhm.
sense.
he
oh
raged.
yeah, he.
And has follow up.
Yeah, and that's part of his backstory is when his friend Mouse got killed, he raged and killed for his first time and only time.
Bull
That's
and
good.
mouse.
I wouldn't have wanted to be second time.
So,
So
yeah.
because he hasn't fought so much, that makes sense why when Gillen called on Bull to fight, he was like, "Someone wants to fight me?" He's like very surprised.
Yes, totally in the backstory that I created.
Yep.
Yes, Passport is a genius.
Just like with those mithril ingots.
Yeah, genius. So yeah, I'm excited about it. It should be fun. And this is also where we've been able to divide storylines some. So someone else will end up dealing with Avarisha.
Not gonna lie, I'm not sad we don't have to fight more of the big bug things. Those were pretty terrifying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ugh.
The Chul is still out there too.
That's true.
Chul.
Well, how do you like your smithy?
that was very cool.
Fun. I want to know about his constellations. Well, you probably want to know about his constellations.
I probably already know about
You
this
probably
constellation.
already know, yeah. True.
I'm unhappy with the puzzle roll.
Now you know for next time you just hold on to it till everything else is ready.
Got with the last
And then-
piece.
Oh, then that.
It doesn't. I mean, he doesn't own it.
I know. I know. It didn't work the way I thought it did. It makes sense though, is like because you're crafting it, and therefore whoever contributed, is a part of it.
Who contributed the most? Whoever contributed last. They're the ones
Yeah.
that get it.
Yeah, I get that. No, I really enjoyed it. It was good.
All,
Getting people
all you
together.
need to do is take a rank in crafting next time, and then we'll let you, do the trade. with
I've
that.
got
Yeah,
crafting
he's got
already.
crafting.
Oh well, there you
For
go.
cooking.
just like a recipe.
Yours is just a giant cooking pot. That's what your smithy could have been.
No, it definitely would not have been that.
It's a picnic basket.
No.
Like
Trying to think.
Rezabel's face.
I'm trying to think what it actually would have been. It would no, it wouldn't have been a bull's head. It would have been a unicorn's head. With the smoke coming down. So, but
That was good. You did a lot of talking to yourself. That
I
was
a
great.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I managed, I think.
get
Aaron
yourself a
and
glass of
Lily.
water. Rest your voice, sir.
So, cool.
All right. Well, I guess the only other thing to talk about with everybody would just be timelines for like closing out this campaign and just next characters kind of.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna be here the next 2 weeks, right?
Right. So I won't be here next. Let me pull up my calendar before I speak definitively on that. Next week, I will not be here next week. I will be here the week after that, though.
Okay.
So next week is April 30th, and then March.
Whoa, I was like, oh no.
March
I've
30th.
missed a lot of time.
March
How
30th.
long was I in that coma?
And then April 6th will be the next Tuesday after that. So I'll be back because I'm coming back on the 5th. So I'm just missing next week.
So I would say we have. I'm not telling you enough to let you make decisions, but depending on which way you go, you have several sessions of a fight either way. If you go towards Goblin City, it will lead to other storyline type stuff involving Trusty Gobs more than likely. And either some Mario racetrack up there.
We'll do that in Sedora though. We don't need to do that.
Otherwise, if you head towards Pike's Point, it could near the end of your current journey, but it might not be your end. So,
Or it might be our end.
or it could be your end. Yeah. I will say for Pike's Point battle, what I'm looking at is, I will basically have a separate map that will show different battle lines, and you will have to decide what you're going to try to do to assist the battle. So you won't be fighting necessarily alone, but you might divide up your party some, you might not. It just depends on what you want to do.
Kind of more Ender's Game, Bird's Eye View type thing.
So you'll see, yeah, and then it'll come down to what you do at that portion will affect other areas. So it's actually an idea that I had for a one shot, which I would love to do sometime, especially if we get a community together. But the idea is that we would all be assaulting one place, and
Some MMO RPG
So,
style.
so we would, in theory, for us, if we were to ever do it with the community, so community beware, we would all be GMs for the tables. Each table would be part of a certain mission, whether it be infiltrate to raise the gate, or something along those lines. And how that party does will affect the overall mission. So if a party fails and dies, then what would have happened for success does not happen, and can make the battle harder for the other members as they progress.
Yeah.
So it's like a heist, and then we each be leads.
So you each be leads of what is happening,
That's cool.
and then as different groups finish, we do time frame type stuff and all that. But as different groups finish, they'll get the next mission, culminating in the final boss.
That's cool.
So
Cool, I like that. That's a really cool concept.
it was something I considered for church outreach for D&D groups.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know, heathen.
Satanic panic.
So, but yes, that is kind of what we're going for, is that you guys will take part in it, but other areas will depend on what you do.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna ask about that, because would it be beneficial to even go after the core building if we're only not gonna use it for the rest of our time?
you don't know how else it could affect you.
That's true. Librarian.
Yeah. Plus, the idea that we had is that we might set this group aside for a while, do another group, and then come back.
Yep.
So
And there could also be crossover in some of the different groups. So
What if each group takes the same promise by a different clockwork to combine the souls?
We all meet
We're
"That's
all
ours,
like
no, wait."
we're all like passing each other, going to different librarians, realizing the soul
Alright,
piece is missing.
all of Josh's characters are at one table, and Josh has to play everybody. All of David's characters are
No,
I
it
only have
goes-
so many voices.
the Council of 7 Gasmax.
Oh man.
No, I like your idea. All the groups get their own core buildings, or they take the thing, and then we just end the entire world a battle royale amongst all of our own characters for the core building.
That would be very interesting.
Or whatever the gods split the soul into in the first place. It comes back and we all gotta fight it.
There we go.
So
All right.
yeah, I am looking to start creating some merch type stuff. We don't really have much of a following, but yet it is something that I would like to start putting together. So if you have ideas for merch, please let me know, or if you want to design something, let me know. But it is something that I thought would be pretty cool to start doing.
People know my like.
So, and if nothing else, it will give us something. Eventually we buy some of our own merch. We might wear it or whatever, but it gives us something to also call our own. So I thought that would be interesting. So, what's up, Mike?
Thinking nothing.
Join those hands.
I follow my pike.
Oh
Just have
man.
to
this is
sell some
true.
gloves that just say
Records
"Enjoy
from
those
Pike's
hands."
Point.
Oh, jeez.
Towards enjoying those hands.
On that note,
Oh, anything else?
We should probably
We
start
should-
the next campaign with a disclaimer that we are not family friends.
I mean, we haven't really.
There's
done
enough
RPG
ambiguity.
It's
I look at it more like Looney Tunes. There's
Yeah,
plenty of adult
that's
humor
true.
in
Or like-
Looney Tunes.
like
Rango.
Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there for people who know it.
Yeah.
For people who don't, they're gonna laugh because other people did.
Yeah. Please laugh.
Yeah.
I'm
So
here,
for
you
next
have to
session,
laugh.
should I plan on you getting the core building first, or is that going to be an after? The fact
I was
type
thinking
thing?
we would not worry about the core building right now because we have 3 months and it's been like 2 days. I'm like,
Fair.
I
Maybe been a week.
and Pike's Point
Yeah.
isn't far from Edgewood. Like,
Plus-
And it's on the way.
yeah.
The other piece is that we
No, that's my point. It's
Oh.
on the
It's
way.
right there.
It's not. on
I
the
mean,
way.
it's like-
Is it not? I
No,
thought
it was like
up-
half a day,
You have to go
Isn't it?
up over the bridge again, which is going to be another.
Oh, tracking.
It was several
was,
days
it was,
journey to
No, I'm
get
tracking.
there,
All right,
yeah.
then never mind.
the other piece is that we told the city in our little bird message, we're coming. and-
Yeah.
You guys have never done that before.
We've learned burned our last
as that
end.
twin burns to the ground.
We are the ones burning it to the ground.
Yeah. How ironic.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, cool. Well, I have a couple characters to level up because we haven't played them in a while.
Mm.
So Claude will get a level up, and I got to create Isabella. But,
She's a
so should be fun.
All right.
Leo.
All right, all. Well, thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Good night.